everybody, welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos and you're watching my channel of Facilitated Light Wellbeing, all that fun junk. This channel is designed to have timeless messages. Welcome in, welcome back. They are messages that are timeless. We're not doing any specific question. I'm just going to let the spirit guides talk to us today. It is nice outside, 31. Well, nice for here. We've had some snow. I did some painting, kind of just chilling. It's technically my day off, but I was doing some things and having some fun. I might go bowling later with my little buddy. I don't know if you guys have been feeling the change, but I have felt some things in my body, some tingling, some stuff like that. Maybe it's just old age, maybe it's menopause, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. There's some energy and frequency changes and some upgrades coming in. I don't know, we'll see. So let's just see, tap into the guides. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, most high, for your presence. Help us to get a message that will help us to grow and be toward or be aware of something that's hindering us from our true authentic self, or just a message we need to hear. The deck I'm going to start with is the Light Seers. This is just a light shadow deck, so we're just going to read it in the upright, because we're going to read the energy. So I'm an energy reader. I'm a white light reader. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not going to tell you if you're going to be rich and famous, because that's totally up to you. Your energy and your destiny is decided a lot by you. Not all of it. And there's some things you got to go through. It's life. Okay. So let's see. What do you want to tell them? Oh, they're starting to pop. What message do they need for their higher good? All right, we're almost there. One more card. Okay, we got two here. Okay, so bottom of the deck, once again, choices. This has come up, so this is, I'm not surprised to see this. It's in the reverse, so maybe you're having some issues, or you're going to be pondering the thoughts and you kind of don't know what you're going to do. Usually in the upright, it's having choices, having something you need to choose. On the opposite, generally speaking, on the shadow side, it is you're having trouble, or you're overthinking to the point that you're almost traumatizing yourself. So take it as it resonates. There is people giving, people receiving with a collective message. It could be your reading, and it could possibly not be. So, you know, take it as it comes. I just know that most of the time the energy is something that's representing somebody, yourself, or it's something you need to be aware of and evaluate and think on, because there could be something that's a little off, or something's going good. I mean, it can go either way. Under that, we have Four of Pentacles, conservation, thinking for the future, getting ready. Now, this is choices, and then this is conservation. So maybe just on a note by itself, the energy is making me feel like there's something you're thinking about. You might be overthinking it, but you're really thinking about long term, what's coming in. And this is okay, because this is what we're supposed to be focusing on, because what we put into place right now, we've talked about this, is a good 10-20 years. So this is very important. This is culminating, saving your finances. I'm going on vacation, so this is so me, for sure. And I'm trying to conserve and think about what I want and how I'm going to set up what I want and what I want for the future. I'm even considering jobs that will take care of me and maybe give me a better, maybe not social security, but a better future. I'm a simple person. I'm not going to need a lot when I get older. As long as I have enough to pay my bills and be able to create and do my thing, I'll be happy. And that's why I'm trying to situate myself. That's what I think this part for me is. Where do I want to end up? Where do I want to land? Where do I want to be? And then we've got Four of Wands in reverse. So it's just the energy of celebration, going for things, things that you are thinking on and stuff. I gotta pause. Okay, so I'm back. So there's energy of having to make a choice, dealing with your longevity or savings or future endeavors that you're planning on doing. So the first card that came out is your Ace of Wands. So like the seed that you're thinking of. If this is an energy of, I've decided I want to do something. And that's where I'm thinking that this is coming in, because you're deciding, okay, I want to do this. This is my future plan. Now, with this energy is, and now I got to figure out how I'm going to get it going, or what I'm going to do. So then you have a choice of what you're going to do to get yourself to this thing. And that's good, because it could be anything. It could be a business, it could be a move, it could be vacation, it could be a new adventure you'd like to do. It could just be, I want to set myself up, like I was saying, for the future. So if I want to be in a different location by the time I'm going to retire, I have about 10 years that I have to figure it out. Now, it's not 10 years like I'm just going to decide on the 10th year. I want to put things into place so that I'm saving, or I'm planning, or maybe trying to get located in the place. I want to be someplace warm. I honestly don't want to push my walker through 3 feet of snow every winter, but like, if it happens, it happens. But my goal is that I'd like to be someplace warmer, that's a little more temperate, that I could enjoy my older years. So this might be for me. I have a wedding coming up that I have to go to. I'm also working on maybe trying to open my business so that it's actually like, I'm trying to figure out, because the reason I'm sharing is it helps you to understand kind of the energy that I'm talking about, because I feel it. I have lots of things that I'm trying to figure out, because I feel like this is a new time for me. It's a new era. It's a new presentation of my life. So I have goals to go to my son's wedding, and I have goals to set up for the future, and then I have goals maybe for my business. Do I want an office? Do I want a store? Do I want to continue to just work out of my home? Do I want to grow my channel, or do I just want to do it and let it, unfold the way it is? That's the energy of this card. It's the thinking mode. You're there. You're figuring out, and this could even be the past, because I've got 3 piles. So it could be that you are thinking, you've been thinking, or you've kind of got to the point that you now know what you want, but now you're deciding, how am I going to get there? Okay? Which is perfect for this. It's the energy that's flowing through. The next section you have came out was 8 of Swords, which is feeling trapped. Actually not, but you are feeling trapped by obligations, things you need to do, maybe restrictions with, I have to work because if I want to get to this, I kind of have to stay here type of job. Or if I love this person and they want me to be here, and part of me wants to go and I would like to do this adventure or this thing, but I feel like they need me, because it's also linked with friendship, friends. So there's 2 different things I'm getting. So you could either feel locked in, trapped, and it's an illusion. See, she's looking in a mirror. She's not actually trapped. It's that in her mind and in her heart, she has allowed herself to feel trapped because she feels obligated or committed. And she could say no, but that's not bad. It just means that she's thinking about all the people around her. But sometimes we get trapped in our own illusion of being trapped when we're really not. We may have to make the hard choice where we need to go. And then we've got this group. This is a 3 of Cups. These are friends, family. It's a group of people that love, connect, or want to be with each other. It doesn't have to be that you're related. It could be a sisterhood. It could be your friend group. So maybe you are feeling trapped because of your friend group, or you feel trapped and you want your friend group, but because of your obligations, you feel like you can't be there, or your friends are making you feel like, oh, you have to be here. What are we going to do without it? And I want you here, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. But right now, this energy is you're thinking of what you want to do. You know what you want to do. That's what it is. You know what you want to do, but there's things that might be causing you to think, oh, can I do this? But I have friends, or I have obligations, I have family. What are my friends going to say if I go and do this? Because this could be something like that you're trying to do that like is radical, or is totally not what they're thinking you should do. Or if they're used to having you to take care of them, to help them, to support them. And if you are removing yourself from something, or you're choosing that this thing might take you away from them, they might come up against it, or they might rally you. See, it's a give or receive. Either people are going to be for you or against you. I mean, that's life in general. But this situation where you feel trapped is going to be how you perceive this group of people that are affecting it, or that could be making you feel that way. I feel like they're making you feel like you shouldn't do it, or they want you to stay and you want to go, or you want to do something. Take it as it resonates. This is entrapment, but it's only mental, and this is groups of people you love. So you can interpret these cards how you think too, because I know some of my people that are on here read cards take it in your own context. Don't make it fit to me, because I'm just telling you how I'm seeing it with my life to help you to see how you can put it towards your life, because cards are energy and I read energy for the well-being. So what you could be having a problem is that your obligations, your things could be getting in the way and causing you this trouble, because you're thinking about your longevity, your life, your future, how you're going to sustain yourself. And you could be looking at, I want to do this, but I'm feeling trapped. I'm feeling like there's things that are holding me back. I mean, you know what you want. That's right at it. The outcome or the future is that this is leaving trials behind, and this is fast movement. So there's something that you're leaving behind that no longer serves you, or you have learned the lesson, you have seen the future, what you want to do, and it's movement, baby, and it's moving towards something. So I feel like you know you're moving towards something, you know something's coming in, you know you have to decide, but I think the energy is you're not sure, or you're trying to find the right way to approach it. And I just want to say, this is what came to me. You're not going to make everybody happy. I feel like this is an energy that you know what you want. You feel trapped because you do have obligations, or you have people that count on you or use you narcissistically, or just they're used to you being there. And the fact that you're not going to be there, or you won't be in that situation, it could be playing in the back of your mind. Okay, so let's see if we can get some cards for clarification. So I think it's a great opportunity. The energy is sitting exactly with where it's supposed to be. This one I'm going to read with the reversals. So spirit guides, angels, when we clarify, we will be reading the reversals. Place these cards where they need to be, that they say the right and correct energy. All right, this one is my mystical moments. I've been trying to show you the deck, so in case you want to use the deck that I have, I will tell you if it's my deck. If you want any of the decks that I use, just let me know. I can have them printed on demand. So right now I don't have my shop up and running on a regular basis, so I haven't purchased a lot of back stock. So just know that if you see something that's on here that you like, but come spring, summer, when I get back from the wedding, there's going to be a link down there, and you can purchase all the cards I have. And I'm probably going to be building my inventory going into the summer, so that this is my favorite thing. I love tarot cards because I'm an artist. To me, tarot cards are art. So I collect tarot cards that resonate with me. I make specific. I'm working on a deck right now. So if you are on a soul journey, the cards I'm making are for soul messages. It is going to be coming out probably within a month. I have to finish putting it in, but it's meant for readings that you can do personally. I'm going to be doing it for here. I needed it for my soul message readings that I do. Sorry, my brain's out there. So if you end up liking it when I start doing the readings, it will be available to purchase. I try to keep the decks reasonable and just make a little bit, but most of the time the decks, I don't do anything usually over $30, unless it's a deck that's going to cost me more. And there is a deck that's going to be coming up that may cost more because it's a self-published deck. I don't have anything that it goes into unless I give you, I have like certain decks that I put in the boxes, but it's going to probably have a pouch that it comes with, because I don't want to waste finances on something that really isn't necessary if it protects your cards. Like if you're reading cards, maybe this is a side note for somebody, like I said, I just channel. If you like your cards, keep your cards protected in the boxes or a bag, specifically more a black bag or a dark colored bag. I guess etherically, I don't know. I just know I like my cards protected. So I put them in a bag or a box. You can buy these online if you have any of the smaller decks that you get, say, from Temu or Shein, and you get the repros, because I like repros sometimes because they're smaller. You know, they fit in my hands better. I've learned how to shuffle those cards. The big ones, they're kind of, you got to find your way where your hands do it. Okay, so this one has been cleared out. So, clarify this Ace of Wands. Ooh, that was quick. The Chariot in reverse means that there was a delay. Something that you wanted okay, that's it, there's a delay. That's why I think it's not a delay like in a bad way. I think it's when it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's been a little bit of stagnation energy, and I could have swore, listen, Mercury retrograde was over, but that girl was influencing my life. Like, I could have swore, like, the month of December, even November, when it was finishing, like, it felt like Mercury retrograde just wasn't leaving. I just had all this extra stuff that was happening, and people were telling me things. So I feel like the energy was delayed, not because of anything wrong, just a delay. Okay, so what you were thinking on and what you were trying to put into place, you may have gotten where maybe you felt stuck. Maybe there was a delay because there was things that was coming up because of family, because of issues, because of delays, because of this, that, or whatever. And it may have caused you to feel like you were being trapped when it might have just been like an energy to slow down. It was just, I'm seeing quiet, rest, recuperation, that it just needed you to wait to get into the new year. So I feel like it's coming, because now your energy that's coming in is movement, leaving things behind that you've learned, that you've grown, that you've finished. Okay, 3 of Cups and 8 of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're just complementing each other. Basically, it's kind of saying like there was a delay, but the reason you were feeling trapped and you had obligations is what I'm thinking, which caused it to be maybe in the reverse. The energy is like stagnation. It's like not being able to figure out what you want to do. It's like kind of not being motivated. And that energy, if there was a delay, could have caused you to feel trapped because of obligations, because of Christmas, because of finances. Whatever was happening seemed to be getting in the way of you starting this thing that you want to start, whatever it might be. You know what it is in your heart. If this message is for you, you know what it is, and this message will find you when it finds you. So I think they're just playing with me. This is the card. Everything came out in reverse, and like opposite of each other. So this is the card that came out before. This is the choice card. Right now, you're finishing up with this stagnant energy. But what's coming in is a movement of energy away from old things that you have learned. But now that's why it's here. The choices. There's choices that you need to make. There's a choice to move in whatever direction you need to go into. So in the future, this energy is opening up for you to choose. That's so, I love how this works. They gave me all the cards, but just in a different order to kind of explain, okay, well, you were thinking of doing something, but there was a delay. There was some shit going on, and you got a little stagnant. But you know what? It's all done. You figured it out. You learned your lesson. You're moving, and now you have to choose, because now is your option and your presence of now you have options on the plate. We had to hold on. There's divine timing. You couldn't have it yet. You needed to finish up Christmas. You needed to get through stagnancy. You needed to recover. Maybe there's a lot of people sick. There could have just been illness. You could have been just tired, worn out, Christmas, finances, life. Like, you were probably thinking like, okay, this is what I want, but like, not happening right now. And you might have felt stuck because of your responsibilities. But what they're saying is what's coming in is this opportunity, this choice of what you're going to do with this year ahead. And the time is finally opening up. Bottom of the deck, you have 5 of Cups. It's a sadness. You're leaving or pushing away from something and then feeling like you need to protect yourself, feeling vulnerable. 5 of Swords, leaving it behind. Yes. Okay, so you have some things happening that are pushing you quickly into a new reality is what came to my mind. That it's a new reality, a new thing, and it's coming in divine timing. There was a delay. There was things, maybe you had to wrap some things up. Maybe there were some things that you had to finish up for last year, and the new energy that's ushering in wasn't coming until the first of the year. Like that energy, they specifically, when people were channeling, when I was channeling it, it wasn't coming till this year. And what you're doing this year is going to slowly progress. I think the choices are going to come quickly for what you need to choose to start working on, but it's a choice to work on something with a good, strong foundation. I kept getting a Knight of Pentacles when I was doing the readings. So it's a slow, steady, grounded progression, which is stronger and better. You know, it's kind of like losing weight. You don't want to lose the weight all at one time, because a lot of times it'll come right back. But if you're using the diets and the exercises and everything, and it's just slowly coming off, you have a better chance of keeping it off. And it's the same thing when you're working towards your goals. If you're laying things down slowly, you're not disturbing your life the same way. Like, you're not like jumping in full force and going, well, I just hope it works out. You're setting the groundwork. You're looking into things. You're saving. You're making steady progression. You're not being hasty. You're making plans. You're doing it logically and balanced. But it could come in very quickly that you have to make a choice. So we'll see what's happening with that. And we're just going to see. I put my cards near water and they got wet. Ooh. Move that over there. They cost too much money. I was watering my plants this morning and I think I got it on one set. So we're going to look at another one to get advice. Let's see what the advice is. So in this, we're going to be using the Grow, Bloom, Shine and a couple other decks just to get some advice for you. So something's coming in. Something's finally moving. Whatever you were working toward, it is making its way to you. But now it's going to bring you choices. You're going to have to think about what you really want to do, where you want to focus your energy, things of that nature. This one is, it's time to sing, dance, and be playful. Have some fun and loosen up. Do something you enjoy or try something new. So maybe this is just helping you to get into the new energy. There's been kind of a delay. You may have been feeling sick. You might have been dealing with all the stuff with Christmas, the finances, filling your fuel tank, you know, putting snow tires on. All these things will get in the way. But I feel like they're saying, okay, you've gotten to the new year. You've survived. You've gotten past the hump. You're leaving the trials and all those things behind. Now, we want you to have fun. You made it through. You got through all the stuff. You got your fuel. You got your Christmas done with. You've decided what you want to do, and you're on a path. Now it's time to have a little fun. You know, and like I said, you might have also been dealing with sickness. So, you know, after we're sick, you kind of have to, I want to say, reboot yourself, you know, get yourself back into your normal routines or create new routines. This is the new year. This is a new generation of things. This is a new era. So maybe you need to focus on some new things and put a little fun. Not everything's so serious, you know. All right, this is your card that came in. I love it. There you go. Am I on the right path? Don't let your fear, don't let your things get in the way. It says, sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. And I think that's that, like, feeling trapped or not sure or got to do this. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean that it's not real, that it's not happening. So yes, it's saying this is the time to evaluate. You're making a choice. What path am I taking? Where am I trajectorying myself? Don't know if that's a word, but it's a goal. Where would you like to go? Now, you might not get exactly where you think you want to go, but it's going towards something. It's having a trajectory. It's not just sitting like a lump and allowing life to just make the decisions for you. It's going, it's doing, it's heading towards something, because you can change, you can move things, you can say, oh yeah, I don't think this is good for me anymore, I think I'm gonna do this, but, or I'm in this place, oh, you know, that looks like fun. Here, I got cards flying out. Almost falling over. All right, so your first two cards, love is all around. So you have people around you that love you, and nothing is wasted. So know that all the things that you've been going through, all the hardships, all the heartache, all the lessons, They're being used to help you in this next era of time. We don't want to take our past into the future that could taint it or have a problem, but we also have learned lessons. So if we take the lessons that we've learned something. There's something you have learned in your life. Take the lessons and the good energy and create from there where you'd like to be because of what you've learned. But don't take the negative or the bad or the things and think that that's just the way life is. It's just gonna go that way. Don't think like that. Say, okay, I went through this. I learned this. I don't want to go back to that. So I'm going to make different choices or better choices for my future based on what I have learned, not because I'm just ticked off at the world of what has happened. Any other messages or advice? Life is speeding up. Yes, this is that confirmation that the energy is moving quickly. Before you know it, it's going to be here. What it is, I don't know. That's for you to figure out, to see, to understand and comprehend. Let's get you a unicorn card and see what they say. Cycles. Everything has its right time. Yeah, it's just saying that everything happens in divine timing when it's supposed to. So when it didn't happen, don't get upset. Just say, oh, it's kind of frustrating and I really wanted it to happen. But it could be for your protection. It could be that there was something you needed to understand. It could be that this was just a second off that we needed to wait so it would fall right into the place the way it was supposed to. Honor the cycles of your body. I can't read this one. Tune into the moon's magic. And we just had our full moon. Okay, so it's illumination. It's seeing things as they really are. You know, that full moon is like, that's why we do a check-in. Like, are you seeing that you're doing what you're supposed to? It's being realistic with yourself. What you need to change, what you need to do, what you need to correct course to get on the track where you're supposed to be. Last card. Do you have a card from here? There we go. Unfoldment. Yes, the lotus flower. So there's things that are unfolding in your life that are going to be presenting choices. There's growth. Think of a flower opening. It starts as the baby. It starts as the little bud. It's grown. It's done its things. It's gone through the trials of getting up through the dirt and doing its thing. And now it's going to continue to expand and grow. And then it's going to open to receive the light, the energy, and open up to bees to do what it's supposed to. Everything's going to fall into place and it's going to start blossoming in your life. There's a choice though. So you have to choose the path that you're going to take to allow this new thing to blossom and open. So I hope this will help you guys if you're going through anything, knowing that it's going to level out. You're going to be okay. I wish you a good week. I'll probably be on in a couple days. This is just a regular message just to touch base with you. So I hope you have a great one. Enjoy.